Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello smart people, welcome back to our channel with me Fahril and my friends from group 2, Adi, Rika and Angel. And in this video, we'll be covering questions on short reading passage and long reading passage in the contextual reading course. Be sure to watch until the end for key insights and explanations.
The text. More and more office workers telecommute from office in their own homes. The upside of telecommuting is both greater productivity and greater flexibility. Telecommuters produce on average 20% more than if they were to work in an office, and their flexible schedule allows them to balance both their family and work responsibilities. The question number 137. The paragraph best support the statement that telecommuter A get more work done in a given time period than worker who travel to the office. B. Produce a better quality work product than workers who travel to the office. C. Are more flexible in their ideas than workers who travel to the office. D. Would do 20% more work if they were to work in an office. So, the answer to number 137 is A. Why is the answer A? Because in the text there is someone who supports that working at home is better than working in the office. Option B, C, and D are irrelevant or contradict the content of the reading. The thousand-year-old Japanese delicacy started small in the United States in a handful of restaurants in big cities. Today, sushi consumption in America is 15% greater than it was then 10 years ago, and not just in restaurants. Sushi is also sold at concession stand in sports stadium, university dining halls, and in supermarket throughout the country. The question number 138. This paragraph best support the statement that A. Sushi is now a fast food as popular as hot dog, burger, and fries. B. More sushi is sold in restaurants than in supermarket. C. Americans are more adventurous eaters than they were in the past. D. Sushi wasn't always readily available in the United States. The answer number 138 is D, because option A does not refer to sushi as fast food or compare it to hot dogs, burger, or fries. So this is not supported by the text. B. More sushi is sold in restaurants than in supermarket. The statement actually status that sushi is sold in many places other than restaurant, supermarket, stadium, campus, cafeterias, but does not compare the number of sales between restaurant and supermarket. C. Americans are more adventure eaters than they were in the past. This statement does not address American preferences or willingness to try new foods. This is too broad an interpretation and is not mentioned in the text. The sushi wasn't always readily available in the United States. This statement clearly states the sushi was originally available only in a few restaurants in big cities and is now available throughout the country. This supports the statement that sushi was not readily available in America at that time. Next, the text. Today's shopping mall has its antecedent historical marketplaces such as Greek agoras, European piazzas, and Asian bazaars. The purpose of these cities, as with the shopping mall, is both economic and social. People not only go to buy and sell wares, but also to be seen, catch up on news, and be part of the human drama. The number best supports the statement that modern Americans spend an average of 15 hours a month in shopping malls. B. Shopping malls serve an important purpose in our culture. C. Shopping malls have a social as well as commercial function. D. There are historical antecedents for almost everything in contemporary society. The answer is C. Because shopping malls have a social as well as commercial function, the statement clearly states that the purpose of the mall is both economic and social. So this option is the one most directly supported by the text.
Next is the text for the question 140 and 141. Text 140 and 141 is daffodil but require well-drained soil and a sunny planting location. They should be planted in holes that are 3 or 6 inches deep and there should be 2 or 4 inches between bulbs. The bulb should be placed in the hole pointed side up, root side down. Once the bulb is planted, watering the area thoroughly. The question number 140. According to the above direction, when planting daffodil bulb, which of the following condition is not necessary? A. A sunny location. B. Well-drained soil. C. Proper placement of bulb in the soil. D. Proper fertilization. Here we answer the proper fertilization because the text explains some important requirements in planting daffodil bulb, namely 1. Require well-drained soil, 2. A sunny planting location, 3. Holes that are 3 or 6 inches deep and there should be 2 or 4 inches between bulbs, 4. Pointed side up, root side down, and 5 watering the area thoroughly. However, nowhere in the text does it mention the importance of fertilization. Therefore, fertilization is not a condition mentioned in the instruction. Why the option A, B, and C incorrect? Option A sunny location incorrect because the text clearly states that the location must have sunlight. Option B well-drained soil incorrect because this is one of the main requirements mentioned. Option C proper placement of bulb in soil incorrect because the instructions state that the bulb should be positioned with the pointed end up and the root down. So the answer D is most appropriate because fertilization is not mentioned as part of the important instruction for planting daffodil bulb. while the other options are all clearly mentioned. 141. According to the above direction, which of the following is true? A. Daffodil do best in sand soil. B. Daffodil bulbs should be planted in autumn for spring blooming. C. It is possible to plant daffodil bulb upside down. D. Daffodil bulb require daily watering. Here we answer C. It is possible to plant daffodil bulb upside down because the text states the bulb should be placed in the hole pointed side up, root side down. This sentence indicates the correct way of planting, which means that it is possible to plant in the wrong way, such as upside down. Therefore, we can conclude that planting upside down is possible, although it is not recommended. Next is the text for the question number 142. Text 142 is: many cities have distributed standardized recycling container to all households. With direction that read, we would prefer that you use this new container as your primary recycling container, as this will expedite pickup of recyclables. Addition recycling container might be purchased from the city. The question number 42. According to the direction, each household A. may only use one recycling container. B. must use the new recycling container. C. should use the new recycling container. And D. must buy a new recycling container. Here we answer C. should use the new recycling container, because the sentence in the text that we would prefer that you use this new container as your primary recycling container. Here we would prefer indicate that the use of the new container is recommended, not required. This means that people should use the new container as their primary container.
Hi everyone, welcome to long reading passage section. I am Fahril and my friend Rika will give you an explanation for answering long passage questions. By the way guys, before we continue to the text and the questions, I have a tip for you guys for answering the questions with a long passage of text.
Oh.
You have to read the question first, then understand what being asked, and then scan the passage and find some relevant information. Trust me, this will save you time and help you answer more efficiently. It's better than you read the whole text first and then read the questions later, and then you have to go back to read the text. It will waste your time. Okay, so there's a passage with multiple paragraphs is provided and followed by 6 questions based on the text. Now we have the first questions, number 370. There is information in this passage to show that A. Several people contribute to the development of the modern bicycle. B. Only a few velocipedes built by the Misons family are still in existence. C. For most of the 19th century, few people rode bicycles just for fun. D. Bicycle with wheels of different size cannot be ridden easily. And the answer is A. Why did we choose A? Because this passage tells us about many different names or person who invented or improved parts of the bicycle. First is Baron Karl de Drais made Dressini, then Kirkpatrick Macmillan who made a better one. After that, Pierre Mishawks find the velocipede, and later James Starley made a big change, and finally H.G. Lawson created the truly modern bicycle. Because so many different names that mention, it's clear that many people helped develop bicycle over time. Why not B, C, or D? The other options are incorrect because the text either doesn't say that information or says the opposite.
Oh.
So we choose A. Okay, the next question is number 371, and the question is, the first person to use the gear system on the cycle was A. H.G. Lawson, B. Kirkpatrick Macmillan, C. Pierre Mishawk, and D. James Starley. And the answer is D. Why D? Look at the part of the text about James Starley, or at the fourth paragraph. It very clearly says that he put a gear system on the pedals to make the bicycle more efficient. No one before him is mentioned doing this, and he is directly credited with it. So, according to this passage, the answer is James Starley was the first person to put a gear system on bicycle. Now let's answer the questions number 372. This passage was most likely written in order to A. Persuade readers to use bicycles for transportations. B. Describe the problems that bicycle manufacturers encounter. C. Compare bicycles used for fun and with bicycle used for transportation. And D. Tell readers a little about the history of the bicycle. And the answer is D. Again and again. Why D? Because the whole passage is about how the bicycle started and changed over the years. It begins the very first bicycles and describe how different people added new features until it became modern bicycle we know today. This is basically telling a story or history of the bicycle. The passage isn't trying to make you use a bike, talk about factory problems, or deeply compare fun versus transportations. It's just explaining its past.
Next, number 373. Macmillan added iron rims to the tires of his bicycle too? The answer is B. Make the tires last longer. Because there are supporting statements in paragraph 2, line 4 and sentence 2. Next, number 374. Read the following sentence from the fourth paragraph. 10 years later, James Starley, an English inventor, made several innovations that revolutionized bicycle design. As it is used in the sentence, the underlined word revolutionize most nearly means the answer is B. Because in the next sentence, it also stated that he made the front wheel many times larger than the back wheel, put a gear on the pedals to make the bicycle more efficient, and lightened the wheels by using wire spokes. So, the word revolutionize most literally means change drastically. So, the answer is option B. The last one, number 375. Which the following statements from the passage represent the writer's opinion? The answer is A, because consider the option B. The option B, it is clearly stated in the text that bicycle appeared in the 19th century. And then the option C, this is also a fact in the text in paragraph 3, and the option D, it also a fact that is mentioned in paragraph 2. So the passage represents the writer's opinion is the safety bicycle would look familiar to today's cyclists. The answer is option A.
That's a wrap for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with more content soon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.